तुम देखते जाओ।
In the previous chapter, the story reached a point where every scene hid a new secret. Light, with his clever planning, kept pulling the FBI deeper into his trap, while Elle tried to read every step he made. Raye Penber had fewer answers and more fear, because the truth of Kira was getting dangerously close. Elle suspected that Light could be Kira, but he still didn't have any solid proof. And Light, he started showing just how far he was willing to go to prove his own sense of justice. By the end of the last episode, one thing became clear. The battle of minds between Kira and Elle had only just begun. And what comes next is going to be even more dangerous. Chapter 10 begins on a cold and quiet morning. The bus stop stands almost empty, the wind carrying a faint chill as Raye Penber's fiancée searches for answers. Her steps are slow, controlled, but the tension in her eyes reveals how desperately she wants the truth. She approaches a man who was present during the incident. The camera shifts closer, framing the uncertainty on his face as he tries to recall the events. Yeah, that's him all right. He boarded on the bus all on his own and told everyone to get down in the incident. I'm not too sure, but it's probably him. As for the other passengers, I really can't recall their faces. She leans in slightly, hoping for more, her voice steady despite the worry beneath it. Do you think you can remember if I showed another photo next time? The man shakes his head with a helpless expression. I wouldn't know even if I saw them. There were only 6 passengers, but I was in a panic. Sorry, but that's all I can give you. She manages a composed breath before responding, trying to stay focused. It's fine. You've been of great help. If anything comes up, I'll be back. As she turns away, the narration follows her thoughts, heavy and sharp like the winter air around her. If my theory is correct, one of those other 6 passengers could have been Kira. And if that's the case, he may live somewhere near this bus station. The scene shifts with a quiet cut, moving away from the cold bus stop and into the warmth of Light Yagami's home. The frame settles inside the familiar living room where Ryuk stands behind Light, watching him with a mix of curiosity and amusement. The peaceful household atmosphere is completely unaware of the storm building around them. Light's mother calls out, her voice breaking the stillness. Light, Sayu, come here and help with the winter cleaning. Light barely looks up, already annoyed. Why? This place always looks spotless. Sayu backs him up with a shrug. Yeah, he's right. Mom. Their mother narrows her eyes. Oh, is that so? On the TV, loud headlines echo through the room, grabbing everyone's attention. What are these TV stations thinking? They've got super emergency broadcast closing in on the truth of the Kira case. And analysis. All-night special on Elle and Kira. Light gives a faint smirk. How boring. His mother shoots him a knowing look. You say that, but I know you're going to end UP watching it. Light shakes his head. There's no way I'm going to miss the Kohaku yearly special. So go watch it in your room. Sayu jumps in. Actually, I'll be watching the Bob Sapp versus Akebono fight. Their mom sighs. Oh, that show. Light leans back casually. Hey, make sure to record the emergency news report for me. Alright. Sayu smirks. I knew you were going to watch it. Their mother continues with her playful scolding. And now our dutiful college student will study for exams until dinner. Ryuk chuckles softly as Light mumbles to himself. It feels as if I'm watching a sitcom. Light turns toward his mother again. Oh, by the way, where's Dad? She pauses, her expression softening. He told me that he won't come home since police don't have New Year's Eve. Sayu clenches her fists. It's all because of Kira. He was home last year for New Year's. I hate that jerk Kira. Light responds quietly. Yeah, poor Dad. As those words fade, the frame shifts sharply, taking us to the tense atmosphere of headquarters. Inside the room, the police officers stand in silence as the chief speaks with a heavy voice. As you all know, we can all be killed by Kira at any moment. The fact that members of the FBI were killed means that he will murder anyone WHO opposes him. That includes criminals as well. So make sure to think about yourself, your families and friends first. If you'd like to resign from the Kira investigation, you're free to do so. The room grows even quieter. Anyone WHO leaves will not receive a demotion. I've already left your reassignments to the vice director. But whoever is willing to sacrifice everything I've said about the Kira investigation to stop him. Be here at 5 o'clock when I return from my meeting. Time passes and evening falls. Vatari approaches the special investigation room with a file in hand. The door gleams with a label. TL Special Investigation Headquarters for Criminal Victim Mass Murder Case. He pauses for a moment, checking his wristwatch before opening the door. Inside, only a few officers remain. One of them greets him. Welcome back, Chief. Vatari scans the room. Only 5 of you. Then, his tone shifts with firm conviction. No, it's 5 men WHO are willing to put their lives on the line to confront evil. That makes 6 of US with me on the team. One officer steps forward. But how can we continue the investigation when we are so short on staff? Another responds. If you add Vatari and L, that would make 8 of US. Vatari nods slowly. It is only you, with your strong conviction, that I trust. But doubt rises among the officers. Just hold on a second. L is saying that he trusts US. But we can't really trust L. One officer slams his hands on the desk. L, we're determined to catch Kira even if it means our lives. We should all understand what it means to put that on the line. But you just order US around without even showing yourself. We will all pursue after Kira without you. Voices of frustration fill the room. We're not the only people WHO doubt you or even oppose you. That's right. 12 members of the FBI died because of you. You can't argue with the circumstances. There are some criminal psychologists WHO say that L is Kira. They also claim that L has other personalities. Another officer continues the accusation. The one WHO ordered the FBI to take action was L. And all of those FBI agents died coming here. L was the only person WHO would know their identities. Not only that, he may have staged all that UP until this point. The tension grows sharper. The fact that he's been able to solve any case without revealing his true face just adds more weight to the theory to convince anyone. If you're willing to join forces with US and catch Kira, then come to headquarters and work with US in person. Yeah, if you showed your face and worked alongside US, we'd make things easier for one another. As I said earlier, I only trust you people. He turns to Vatari. Vatari. Yes. He rotates the laptop toward the team. The screen displays a message. Please keep what is about to happen a secret among the 8 of us. The officers lean forward. Huh? What? What's gonna happen now? A new message appears. I would like to meet the 6 of you who have my trust as soon as possible. Do not speak of our meeting or having met me or what we will be doing to anyone who is not in the room now. That includes anybody in the NPA, your families and your friends. Please leave the NPA building to discuss whether you can swear to the above and whether you can trust me. Only those who agree to work with me in this investigation shall return to the room and will send my further conditions for our meeting to this computer. One officer stands up immediately. I'd rather forget teaming UP with L and just continue the investigation alone. Given the way he works, we just might end UP with some facker calling himself L. Another officer nods. A facker? That is possible. But one man speaks calmly. Well, I trust in L and believe that we need his help on this case more than anything. The argument continues. What? So he can just use US and just end UP like the other FBI agents? If he's closed so many tough cases on his own UP until now, then why would he reveal himself to just a few people to work together? Since the start, L has said that he needs our assistance for this case. Another officer offers a different angle. What if we look at it like this? L was waiting for this to happen. For what to happen? He explains slowly. There have always been people among the investigators WHO. Don't trust L. One resignation after another. And then the information about Kira leaked. He just couldn't trust US or the other task force under those conditions. He was waiting for people he could trust. And people WHO trusted him and would stand UP to face Kira without fear of death. Another officer nods firmly. Exactly. But one man steps back. In that case, if we're going to work with L, then I'm out. Don't worry about me. I'm not gonna go and try to come back or try to figure out L's identity. One of the remaining officers speaks with determination. I'd like to work for L. I'll put my trust in him. Another joins him. Same here. The room remained silent as every pair of eyes stayed fixed on the laptop screen. The glow of the display reflected off their tense faces. Then, a new line appeared, typed out one letter at a time, as if L himself was breathing through the machine. I am now in a room in the Imperial Hotel. The officers exchanged startled looks. The Imperial Hotel? But that building is just around the corner. Another whispered under his breath, realization dawning. I knew it. L figured out it would come to this. Before anyone could respond, more words formed on the screen. Every few days, I will move to a different location for a hotel in the Tokyo area. I would like the task force office in the NPA building to serve as a front from now on, with my hotel room serving as the de facto center of the investigation. Of course, this is a defensive measure to prevent Kira from learning what I look like. And I realize this means I will have an unfair advantage over all of you in that regard. However, this is as far I am able to go at this point in order to gain your trust and work with you on this investigation. If you are able to cooperate with me on these terms, please split into 2 teams and come to my room by midnight, that is by the year 2004, leaving at least a 30-minute interval between the 2 teams. Vatari will hand you a memo with my room number. I'll be waiting. Shock spread through the room. No one had expected L to go this far. For the first time, he was inviting them to stand beside him. And then, the screen glitch flashed revealing L standing inside a dimly lit building. His silhouette was unmistakable. He spoke straight into the lens with calm intensity. For now, we'll just say that we're getting closer to one another. Only now I have clue about you given to me by the noble lives of the 12 FBI agents killed off. It's alright. For the first time, I will reveal my real identity as L. If you manage to hear about this, Kira, you will most definitely get closer to me than before. Just bring it. Even if you manage to take a good look at my face, you can't really kill without knowing my real name. Even if I can find you, I can't put you away for homicide unless I can catch you in the act. But as long as I have long hard evidence to report. Kira, you shouldn't have much room to breathe after killing those 12 agents. What are you doing right now? As his chilling voice faded, the frame shifted instantly and took us back to Light's room. Ryuk hovered behind Light, amused as always. Those guys are really going at it. Humans are so interesting. Light's mind was racing, faster than ever. The task force headquarters staff have dwindled dramatically. I won't be able to make it known that I use intelligence only available to them for much longer. I've already considered this in my final plan to drive L into a corner. But WHO would have thought the FBI sent only 12 agents to Japan was I followed early on because my father is the head chief of the investigation. If L assumed that I would kill those 12 agents and purposely sent a smaller group. No, even then there shouldn't be any evidence. Even if he suspected me of being Kira, he can't arrest me as long as he doesn't have the death note. No, I can't think like this. I'm not supposed to be close to being a suspect. These past days, I've been making many moves. I've got to think, did I make any kind of mistakes? What should be my next move? This is where the real battle starts. It's already over. The lights in his room dimmed slightly, emphasizing the seriousness now settling over the story. This was no longer just a cat and mouse chase. Both sides had begun risking more than ever before. From here, the narrative darkened as the camera seamlessly moved back to the task force. The remaining members, along with Vatari, quietly stepped inside an elevator. Their expressions carried the weight of their decision. They were going to meet L face to face. The elevator hummed upward, but halfway through, it suddenly halted. A soft mechanical click echoed inside. Then the screen above them blinked, showing a new signal from L. Vatari and Matsuda stepped out as the doors opened. They approached a hallway and stopped before a plain door. The tension was thick enough to touch. Matsuda swallowed hard. L eyes on the other side of this door. Vatari raised his hand and knocked softly. A calm voice responded immediately from within. "I have been expecting you. Please come in." The door opened slowly, inviting them into the presence of the world's greatest detective, the moment that would change the entire pace of the investigation. And with this step, the real war between light and hell officially began.